Hello and welcome to Metroid II: Return of Samus. As you can see, this game was originally released in 1991. That's a while ago. It's not a new game by any stretch. I was 2 years old when this game was new. It is for the Game Boy. It is not in color, but I argue that this is the way to experience the story of Metroid 2 and have it be the most impactful. And admittedly, there's not a whole lot of story to experience. But I think it's still something. There's things that are lost in the remake process. And I know this game has had two very popular remakes. I have not played AM2R. I am not going to play it on this channel because I only want to play games that I own legally. But I do intend to, when I'm done with this, play Metroid II: Samus Returns. The Nintendo remake. Just to contrast that with this game. So, before we actually get into this, a recap of the Metroid story thus far. Everything that happened in Metroid 1 prior to the release of this game. Space pirates are big jerks who are using Metroids to, or trying to use Metroids to take over the galaxy or whatever. The Metroids are super dangerous organisms that can suck the life force out of things. But Samus went to planet Zebes and put a stop to their plans, and destroyed all the Metroids they had, as well as their base and their leader, Mother Brain. That's it. That's the whole story of Metroid up to this point. Metroid 2, Samus has been sent to the Metroid's home world, SR-388, to destroy every living Metroid. And thus begins Metroid 2. So, as you can see, in the bottom right there, we've got a counter. Shows how many Metroids there are on the entire planet. There are 39 Metroids. That's all. Also, this right here, new technology in Metroid 2, shooting downward. Metroid 1, you could shoot up, you could shoot left, you could shoot right. That's it. But now we shoot down. Talk about a technology boost. And I really need to get used to how this game controls. Also, we get to start with the Morph Ball and missiles in this game. Anyway, let's get into these caves. Also, hello, Drake Great. And hello, Seth. Yes, I am a young whippersnapper. Oh no, a Hornode! Also, another thing we get to start with in this game. More than 30 energy. Metroid 1, we start with precisely 30 energy every single time we start. Yeah, can't go that way. So yeah, we already have to use our new skill of shooting down in order to make progress. Also, this music we're listening to is probably the most heroic sounding music in the entire game. And one of the most listenable pieces of music. There's a lot of times where this game really does its own thing musically. Alright, we're pretty deep into the planet now. Here's a save station. That's another new feature in Metroid 2. You can actually save your game. It's not just passwords when you die. And if you've played the Metroid II remake, Samus Returns, you'll actually recognize a bunch of the enemy types that we see in this game. Like, sure, they've been updated in terms of behavior, but a lot of the enemy types we see here you will recognize, which is neat. They did a very... a remake with mixed faithfulness. Like, it's faithful to some of the concepts and many of the creatures. But then it's not so faithful in terms of certain other elements. Drake Great, for how long this game is, I've beaten it in under 2 hours before, but I was following a walkthrough when I did it. I don't know how long it'll take me this time, but like, it's not the longest. In terms of absolute time investment, I think it's probably the second shortest Metroid game. Behind Zero Mission. Well, actually, I guess Metroid 1 is also... Metroid 1 and Zero Mission are both super short. But Metroid 2 is only slightly longer than those. The fact that we actually have to find and kill every Metroid definitely increases the time it takes. Speaking of Metroids, uh-oh, that's different and new. So yeah, in Metroid 1, we had only ever seen standard Metroids. You know, the thing that we just saw a shell of here. Oh, that's weird. There's an earthquake happening. You don't hear the game sounds? I can turn it up. Okay, yeah, the game sounds are audible, they're just low. I will turn those up. There we go. Now it should be more audible. But yeah, in Metroid 1, we only ever saw standard Metroids, and we had to freeze them and then missile them in order to kill them. But here we just saw something hatch out of a Metroid shell, and we could kill it with just missiles. What we just saw was the first of several evolutions in Metroid kind. That was an Alpha Metroid, if I am not mistaken. And we will fight many of them. Thankfully, we will not fight 38 of them. Most of the Metroids that we fight will be of different varieties. Or at least many of them will. Yeah, the last time I played this game was actually, when was it? I think it was before Other M. That's it. Yeah, before Other M came out, I went and replayed every Metroid game that had been released, including the original Metroid 1, Zero Mission, Metroid 2, Super Metroid, Metroid Fusion, the Prime Trilogy, Prime Hunters. Replayed all of them. So that was the last time I played Metroid 2, is before Other M. Anyway, the acid that was here is now gone. Every time there's an earthquake, acid goes away. That's our progression in the game. It's triggered once we kill a certain number of Metroids each time. And basically, it's if you kill every Metroid that you can reach, the acid will go away. Because you have to progress somehow. And yeah, I do really like the Game Boy Color version of this game. They did have a color palette that was specifically tailored for it, which actually made Samus orange and all that. And it also made, like, the enemies and stuff pop off the screen better, rather than everything being black and white. But unfortunately, 3DS Virtual Console pretends to be using a standard Game Boy rather than a Game Boy Color, and there is no way to change that. And while technically I could emulate this game, I'd rather not use any emulators that I wouldn't... I don't want to use any ISOs that I haven't ripped myself, and I don't have the ability to rip my Game Boy copy of this game. Yet. I'll actually have something like that, like, sometime next year. It's supposed to ship. I don't like these jumpy pancakes. Stop being so thin, I want to shoot you. There we go. Also, we are already out of the kind of heroic sounding music into the more ambient style of track. So yeah, just pretty quiet. Some beeps and bloops here and there. They don't let you forget when you're below half an E-tank. Excuse me. Also, I've said it before, but I haven't said it this stream. One of the amusing things about this game is that if you were to map it out on a 2D plane, it's actually not possible to make a map without arrows pointing to different sections, because this game's map overlaps itself. There are some tunnels that exist in the same physical space. Uh-oh, there's a Metroid nearby. But we can't get to it because we don't have Morph Ball bombs yet. Might as well get an energy refill here. Oh, that's right. These things, they run out of enemies in this game. I'm pretty sure this is the only Metroid game that actually does that. Yep, that one's out too. But it makes up for running out by giving you extras. So this is another type of track that is very specific to this game. It's not the best example of it, but there's a lot of tracks in this game where they basically just decide to completely get rid of the concept of melody or rhythm. And we got our Morph Ball bombs. And that missile tank got us 10 additional missiles, which, hey, I'll take that. Oh, wait, there was something in there. Is that an E-tank? Yes, it is. So, as in all Metroid games, but especially the early ones, E-tanks are critical. Having more E-tanks in this game specifically lets us actually do a much easier method of defeating the final boss. And the Ice Beam. So, knowing that this is a Metroid game, the Ice Beam is going to be very important. It is not the only beam in the game, and they do not stack. Instead, what happens is if you pick up a new beam, it replaces the last beam you had. But, in many cases, that's worth it. The Ice Beam is absolutely mandatory for certain parts of the game, though, so you can't just not have the Ice Beam ever. And thankfully, the different beams exist in different locations. Alright, so infinite bomb jumping is a thing we can do. So it's very difficult to control, and bombs cannot bust that block, so unfortunately, I can't get that missile expansion right now. Which is a shame, because missiles are also very required. Missiles are the only thing we can use to harm Metroids. Another Metroid shell. A Metroid is close. And there's something new to this game. No, Seth, this game does not let you switch beams. What happens is if you pick up a different beam while you already have one, it will drop the beam that you have and put the other beam in its place. So, like, say I find the wave beam when I already have the ice beam. I'll get the wave beam, replacing my ice beam, and the ice beam will then be left in the spot where the wave beam was. So I could go and pick the ice beam back up, or I could just remember that it's there and leave it. And there's also multiple places throughout the game where you can find each beam. So there's more than just one ice beam to find. Also, unfortunately, controlling the spider ball in this game is kind of a chore. Because the direction you go is basically, say I'm on a ceiling and I come to a standstill. Or even if I'm right here and come to a standstill. If I press right, I'm going right. If I press left, I'm going left. So I'm holding right, but then I let go. If I press right now, I go nowhere. I have to press down or up. As long as you're holding a direction, you'll keep going in the direction that you were traveling. But as soon as you let go of that direction, you have to press the screen direction that you want to go. Well, there it is. Apparently it hasn't noticed us. I don't think we can actually harm it before it does notice us. Also, this fight's different from the last one because there are spikes on the floor. Alright, that's another Metroid down. Another interesting thing about controlling the spider ball, to activate it, I press down on the D-pad while in Morph Ball mode. So there it is. To get out, I can't press down on the D-pad, I can't press up on the D-pad, I have to press the A button. So let's see what we've got up here. This is the first Metroid game to have the spider ball, and it absolutely does hide things in ceilings sometimes. Like that, I believe, is an energy refill station. Yep. Which, hey, useful. So here is a case of the controls being weird because, you know, I was on that tiny little bit where it descends there. So while it looked like I was connected to the top and could press left, and also right here, it looks like I should be able to press left, but no, I have to press down to keep going forward. Whoops. And that's an issue. You get hit, you fall off the ceiling, and, well, you're SOL. Also, we're on top of a structure here. Quite a high structure. So let's get back up there and see if we can't make it all the way to the other side, see if there's anything useful. Right, we gotta actually go into here. Whoops. Whoops. Doesn't matter how much we get hurt on the way, though, because we know there's an energy refill station. Just exploring to the soothing sounds of SR388. Bloop, 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 bloop. Just such riveting tunes. Yeah, I'm willing to bet this game would not have won any awards for sound design. Dang it! Dang it! Dang it. Well, this takes us somewhere we haven't been, I think. It sure does. Sure looks a lot like a place we've been, but it is not, in fact, that same place. And if memory serves, there are actually more missile tanks in this game than you can use. So I think this is, yeah, this is the bottom of... Or is this a different place? It's hard to tell sometimes. Okay, yeah, we were here. This is where we got Spider Ball. Which then begs the question, how the heck did I get in here? Because if we came from in here... Oh, I guess we came from down below, huh? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we were in here. So, now that we have Spider Ball, maybe we can actually get that. I know the thing is... Oh, hello. And what have we here? Oh, this is the Spider Ball room, and we can get tantalizingly close to where the Spider Ball was, but really, we can just come in here and take a look? Okay. Well, actually, hang on. Just because we came in here doesn't mean we're done, because now we can go along the ceiling here. And maybe there'll be a secret path leading up. Or maybe I will be locked in place. Well. That wasn't useful. Oh, but that means we can't get to the ceiling and then ride it up to get to the thing. I think if we actually time our jump so that the thing comes back while we're inside it, it'll actually give us a boost up. Yeah, there we go. Got a damage boost to get that. Or else come back with space jump. Because space jump is introduced in this game as well. That feel when you can freeze a projectile? Okay. Did we go all the way down here? I feel like we probably did. Yes, yes we did. It's very easy to lose your bearings when everything is the same colors. Sometimes they use different textures, like different types of blocks, to help you keep better track of what is where. But it's still very reliant on just memory and blindly flailing about. Right, we got an E-tank here. E-tank we got by coming through here. I'd love another energy recharge station. So we gotta find that spot where we couldn't get a Metroid because we didn't have bombs yet, but now we have bombs. This is where we got bombs. At least I'm pretty sure it is. I also need to find more health. If I fight a Metroid with this little health, there's a real non-zero chance I could die. At least there's a save. The one downside of getting the ice beam, it now takes 2 shots to kill these guys. Well, we've got more than one full E-tank now. Another interesting thing to note is how reluctant these things seem to actually drop missiles. I'm actually not certain anything even does drop missiles at this point. I think it might be missile tanks and missile refill stations, or bust. So was it before or after those? I think, yeah, it was before. Down at the bottom of this is where we find our wayward Metroid. Yep. Oh, hey. I guess enemies do drop missiles sometimes. Maybe only specific enemies. Another problem with Spider Ball is you also come out of it if one of your bombs hits you. Oh, that's right, this Metroid. So, this is a place where the wave beam would be very, very handy to have. Let's see if we can actually find the wave beam by going further. Another Metroid shell. Another Metroid shell. Yep. Oh, that one's gone. All right, later, Trick Great. I'm ready for another Metroid to show up. Hello. Yep, they are not harmable until they actually do the "I've spotted you" noise. So we know there's at least one more Metroid hiding somewhere. And I am pretty sure it's in all of the destructible sand that we had to come through. I know there's at least one Metroid in the game that does hide in a bunch of destructible sand. Whether it's the one right here or a different one, I'm not as certain. Because I do know there's a later Metroid, like a more evolved version that does hide in sand. Okay, it looks like there's actually no Metroid hiding in this. Gotta love how it comes back if it goes off screen, though. I don't think I went this way earlier. I did not go this way. I really should just bring up a map of this game. Oh! Oh, that means we've killed all the Metroids that we were able to reach. My next problem is that I actually do not know where the acid was. So I guess our next goal is to find it, so that we can go to where it was and then proceed. Would it be... we went to the bottom of this, so... it's gotta be somewhere else, right? Actually, before I go any further, I'm not going to leave it paused because that flashing probably isn't the best for people. I am, in fact, going to open up a map. Thankfully, this was the last Metroid game to ever release without a map, but, could certainly use one. Okay, next up, need to find out where the hell I am on this map. Okay, I think I've found it. And by it, I mean me. I think I have found me. Yes, I have found me on this map. Okay. Which means there's actually a secret. I want that energy recharge. Yeah, I can get to it from here. Okay. So to get the energy recharge, we actually have to be up here, but then Spider Ball on the bottom, which brings us over to it. And from here, where do I even go? Not to the east. So I guess we go back west. Yep. Not really anything else for us, so... Ah, yes. Okay. We actually did hop across the acid on our way in here. I need to go up this and then left when I can. Darn pancakes. Alright, so going down here is a thing that we can do. And we just go all the way down until we can't go down no more. We'll have to go to the right-of-ways. And there's more acid. And it looks like this is actually the full extent. Yep. So we cannot go any further right. We have to go this way. Well, that happy music didn't last very long. Why did they have to put that thing at head height and not at gun height? Yeah, these things are weird. Because, like, they are unkillable. And if you step on them, they will go down into the sand and take you with them somehow. I see you. One more Metroid down. Going inside a structure. Thankfully, this is water and not acid. Ow. Quit it. That thing hurts. Yeah, Seth, it did look an awful lot like a Dr. Mario virus. So, something I can already say to compare this to Samus Returns. This game doesn't have an enemy for basically every single platform. A lot of the time, you're alone with your thoughts for a couple platforms. Like, there's hallways where sometimes you just don't find anything. Which, honestly, I kind of prefer. Because, like, even in Samus Returns, the game becomes much faster and, in my opinion, more fun once you get the screw attack and can start ignoring many types of enemies. Uh-oh. Well, that's odd. I found it. That wasn't very far. And those spikes will keep me from getting onto the ceiling, dang it. Also, I see that energy recharge down there. we go no further. The question then is, where have we gone? So if I go left here... Okay, we can go down. So clearly Samus comes equipped with the gravity suit in this game. Because there is no difference to our physics underwater versus above water. I see you. And actually, finding this water was good because it tells me exactly where we are. Oh. Wrong button. Keep on pressing start instead of select. I mean, they are both basically the same feel and right next to one another, so... A Birdman with an empty hand. And unlike in later games in the series, we are not expected to plop down into his hand. Rather, we're expected to find our way behind him. Also, this is an area where if we were playing on the Game Boy Color, the solution would be made far more obvious. Because the bubble that has an item in it is actually red, whereas the rest are blue. Yeah, we got us the Varia suit. And thus, Samus's iconic large shoulders. So, unlike in later games in the series, the Varia suit has one use in this game, and that is to make us take less damage. It doesn't protect us from anything other than damage. No heat resistance. Nothing of the sort. Just less damage taken. I believe it cuts the incoming damage in half. Which is why they can put it so out of the way. Alright, so back out here, we need to go up out of the water. And there was a shaft where we went down before, and we need to... Or we went up, rather. And we need to go down it instead. Going down is always more dangerous than going up, because sometimes you run into things. Ooh, and we are actually about to meet a new type of Metroid for the first time. Oh, that's bigger. Though these guys are also generally easier to fight. As long as you don't let them get too close. Like, their hitbox is bigger, and they try and get right up in front of you before doing their little electric thing. So, yeah, generally you just spam missiles, and often they'll just not even get to touch you. Yep. Yeah, I would very much like to get more health before finding another Metroid. But there are no health refillers anywhere nearby. So going left here will actually bring us to a dead end more quickly. Back off, bud. I need health bad. Jeez, where was our last save even? Oh. Okay. We're fine then. That's good. That's very good. We very much needed that. Kinda hard to believe we've already killed more than 10 Metroids. I wish I had the wave beam. I wish I had the wave beam. Wave beam would be really nice right about now. Also, you'll note, our Ice Beam does literally nothing to these Metroids. Metroid Other M makes a big deal out of genetically engineered Metroids that are immune to the Ice Beam. But, like, only larval Metroids were ever affected by the Ice Beam. Wait a sec, there's supposed to be more here. Wait, no there isn't. I was misreading the map. So it actually is kind of interesting that larval Metroids are one of their most dangerous states. because they cannot be harmed without being frozen. But then every other more advanced Metroid, just shoot it with missiles. It'll work. Dang it. Thankfully, enemies actually don't respawn when they go off screen in this game. Which is weird because sand respawns when it goes off screen. But it does make the platforming a lot more pleasant than in Metroid 1. No, oops, I got hit by an enemy and fell a lot of the way down the shaft. Now I have to fight through the enemies and the shaft again. So if I climb up some more, we'll actually find our way to something. I know we've gone up before and fought a Metroid, but there is something we missed along the way. And actually, we can get it by jumping up here. I didn't have to go back in trying to find a ceiling. So when we get up here, we gotta bomb things that there is no indication that they need bombing. And missile upgrade. Unfortunately, these blocks also respawn when they go off camera. And once we are going vertical again, I want to actually drop. Because there be a Metroid through here. Just in case we forgot that Alpha Metroids come from larval Metroids. Okay, there's actually even more stuff we can find. A lot of missile expansions and stuff that we can find by going down here. Or maybe not right here, but definitely down somewhere. Oh, there's supposed to be a way down here. There it is. Don't know why that didn't blow up earlier. Okay, so from here we can go to our left through a secret. And there's the wave beam. Okay, it actually didn't leave the ice beam there, but I think if we go out and come back in, maybe the ice beam will be there. Nope, that's the wave beam again. Okay, so it's not that you leave what you have behind. It's that they have infinite amounts. Which, hey, I guess that's one way to do it. And we will be able to get an ice beam and a wave beam both near the areas where larval Metroids can be found. Time to yet again damage boost for missiles. Was a smidge too early there. Smidge too late. Smidge too early. Right on time. So there's actually no way through here. But we can come around to the other side. With the exception of how difficult it can sometimes be to hit small targets with the wave beam, it's very, very good in this game. Oops. Yeah, climbing this shaft is annoying, to say the least. Wow, we were actually in range there? There. Now we go down here. High jump boots. So now we can jump even higher. And then we go through here and we can get that E-tank and missile that we were promised. So the high jump boots are interesting in this game, because, like, yes, they let us jump very high. But also, our jump feels like it's normal speed until we get so high that the camera has to pan, at which point it feels like it's accelerating. I know we're probably going up and down at the same rate the whole time, but it feels like it goes faster when the camera starts panning. Having high jump makes it much more pleasant to ascend this shaft. Not only that, high jump was... Well, no, I guess it wasn't mandatory to get out of here, because we actually need to use Spider Ball. Yeah, okay, good. We can turn back. Alright, later, Seth. And what's down here? Spring Ball. A very handy upgrade. Because now, we can bounce. So we got Spider Ball, we got Spring Ball. Great combo. And in fact, can be comboed. Now we gotta get back to where the acid was so that we can continue on our quest to rid the galaxy of Metroids. Okay, so we can't go any further this way because acid. But we can go this way. Ah, yes. This music. It's so very Metroid II. Yeah, should have known. Let's keep going up. These guys don't seem to like giving energy very often. I say before I get 3 in a row. Yeah, we're actually fine on energy. I don't need to deal with them. Nice missile refill. We've got 150 at maximum? Wow. Ooh, we're actually about to get something very useful. Which also debuted in this game. Space jump. Unfortunately, space jump is more difficult to use in this game than it is in later ones. It's much more rhythm-based, I suppose. Which is to say, if you aren't... If you miss the correct window to press A, it's a smaller window, and there's no recovering once you've gone past it. Like, as soon as you go too far down, you are out of luck. And Samus will just fall. So, not all sand is created equal. Some cannot be destroyed. Ooh, a save point. Oh, right. There's also the Spacer Beam in this game. Definitely times when it's more helpful than the Wave Beam, but I think in general I prefer the Wave Beam, especially because the Wave Beam you can fire more rapidly. Unfortunately, we can't just go back in there and get the Wave Beam back. We are stuck with this. That said, this is absolutely more powerful. And apparently this still shoots through walls, so that's nice too. Uh-oh, there's a Metroid in here. Gotta get back up there. There we go. Oh, Metroid was actually kind of rude. If we didn't have Space Jump, that would have been a very one-sided fight in its favor. Now we go all the way down to the bottom. Yet another Metroid down. Plasma Beam. We did not have the Spacer for very long. Plasma Beam is far more powerful, but as you can see, being linear, it is not as easy to land hits. And actually, there's nothing in this under bit. Also, Plasma shoots through stuff. So I guess really wave is really not necessary anymore. Plasma and ice. It's all we need. If only they stacked. Also, we're about to go through a part of this map that loops back on itself. Wow, we just can't harm those. We just gotta hope they don't pour their fire on us. Also, hello. I think we're supposed to be able to get through here. Yep, there it is. Well, definitely want that E-tank. There's actually supposed to be a secret path up here somewhere. Don't know that it leads to anything actually usable, but... This feels like the kind of place they should have put something. Instead, it's just empty. You can explore there, but there's nothing to find. Oh, I've gone too far. Thankfully, they let you jump after you take a hit. Otherwise, I would not have made it up there. So you'll note, in this shaft with a Metroid in it, there were no enemies. That's environmental storytelling right there. Oh, we gotta go up while they're down. I see. Dang it. Okay, now we can go over here and get an E-Tank. That's not what I was expecting to grab here, but I will absolutely take it. We can only fit one more E-Tank in us. Now this is what I was expecting to get here. Shame there's no shortcut out. Hang on a moment, is that? No, that's not a path we can take. Alright, made it back up. Now I gotta go back to the earlier shaft where I went up only. Because I went up specifically so that I could get space jump. And also, I guess, all of the Metroids that were in this area. Dang it. I wish space jump was as easy to control in this game as it is in Super Metroid. Those guys were easy to take care of with the wave beam. Okay, so we need to go through this path. And of course, avail ourselves of this save. No! I wanted to go through there. Well, that sure was a one-way path. I didn't even want to leave yet. Just got suckered into it. So actually, if we had taken the little Morph Ball tunnels below us, it would have led us to literally nothing. So I suppose it's fine, but we still want to get back over there. To the other shaft. Probably should have saved again. I wonder what these dumbbells are supposed to be. Because at present, they just look like dumbbells floating side to side across the screen. Alright, so here we actually want to go up. Because that'll take us to a dead end more quickly. And it's a very mandatory dead end. Oh, we can actually kill those plants? Okay. Problem with tiny platforms. Very easy to fall very far. Also, it looks like if enemies get far enough off screen, they do respawn. Okay, so this is an annoying spot to fight Metroids in because while we can move through this honeycomb stuff, our missiles cannot. Is there actually any way for me to get over there? Doesn't look like it. Oh, oh. That's how. Alright, got that one. And that's actually everything that's over here. Okay. Gotta head down and take the next right. There's an energy refill all the way at the bottom here. And apparently there's a Metroid on the way. "17 Metroids remain." Why? Why would it respawn? We barely even got off screen. Thankfully, our energy did still refill. And I believe there should be one more Metroid that we can still reach. And to get to it, we're going to want to hang out on the left side of this shaft. And then go through here. Got it. There's no earthquake. Oh, there it is. And because that earthquake happened, some acid will have receded. And hey, we're back here. And can see that indeed, there is nothing to find down here. It's just a little Morph Ball path for the sake of a Morph Ball path. So, still acid here. Which means the acid that we got rid of was from earlier. And now we are in new territory yet again. With a new type of enemy. Already a Metroid shell. memory serves, what we're headed for is a Metroid that they're trying to set up as a kind of boss fight. Like before it becomes the common type of Metroid. Wow, I don't have that many missiles on me. Love to find a missile recharge station. Unfortunately, there isn't one nearby. I wonder what my recourse is if I run out of missiles. You'd think they'd at least put some enemies in here that drop missiles, but no, we're only getting dudes that drop energy. Oh, it's just one of these again? Alright, we had enough missiles. Barely. Really begs the question why they had this whole area be separate for only one more Metroid. Like, what's the deal there? Maybe it's more of a, this is our last chance to fight this type of Metroid for a while? I don't know. Also, unless I'm mistaken, those are Gamma Metroids. I think it's Alpha Gamma. Whichever Greek letter is like an upside-down L. And we're free from Octopus Town. And this acid is still here, which means we need to go back up and then to the right again. Metroid 2 did linear Metroid before Metroid Fusion did it. And work our way back down through this nonsense again. And here is the acid that is gone. Or rather, here is where the acid that is gone was. love a missile recharge station game. I've got nothing. I'm dry. So I believe there is one nearby-ish. If I go up this way, if I'm reading the map correctly, we will come across a missile station. We'll just also come across a Metroid, which we have no hope of defeating without the missile station. I was really hoping that guy would drop missiles. Just so that we could have some. Oh! Vanishing platforms over acid. Truly one of gaming's best inventions. Thankfully, we can space jump cheese most of it. Yes, that is a missile station. Thank you, game. Going from 3 missiles to 190. Just a bit of a boost. Let's go refill our missiles again. Why not? Get those 15 back. And this looks like it could be a path, but it isn't. We just came here for the one Metroid. And the missile refill. More the missile refill, honestly. And now to just space jump across here. If I don't lose my rhythm, then we get across no problem. So if I accidentally land on a thing, then we fall. And now to go this way to find another Metroid. I don't need to ride these fellas. And an energy refill? Wow, an Alpha Metroid. Haven't seen one of those in a while. And there's our next Quake. Still acid in here, though. now we actually need to go to the left again. Thankfully, we can say goodbye to this part of the SR388 forever. And hopefully we can say goodbye to its, quote, music, end quote, forever. Stupid fish thing. And now we can go further down from here. Past the whatever that was. Ah, yes, who could forget the bombats and the noble nautilus birds of SR388. Well, those were interesting. Also, they looked lower res than everything around them, which is kind of hilarious. I have no idea where I am. Oh, now I know where I am. This is another section where they had to, in order to map it, they had to completely redirect to another section of map. Because this absolutely occupies the same space as other portions of the map. Can you imagine trying to map this game out yourself while playing it and discovering that the map loops around itself? You know, most of the time they're kind enough to show those before you find the Metroid. Also, there is a missile recharge down here. We're not... Or, no, that's just a missile tank. Still very welcome. Ooh, we actually want to go up and to the right here. Oops. Dang it. Dang it. Why does space jump have to be so much more finicky in this game? There we go. Made it. We're about to find a new flavor of Metroid. Okay, now we've got a little more space to fight it. Yeah, these ones are annoying. This is a Zeta Metroid. And they're annoying because we have to hit them in that belly of theirs to do damage. Can't hit them in the feet. And they spit fireballs at us. I think hitting them in the back also works, but that's assuming you can actually get them in the back. Wow, I lost a lot of health there. Zeta Metroids are no joke. Now, hopefully we can find an energy recharge station soon, because, yeah, that took a lot out of me. And it looks like we actually can find one soon if I go up. But we'll also find Gamma Metroid first. Hello, missiles. We gotta approach those from above to get them. This is a rather annoying place to fight one of these. Especially if you fall down and lose your progress on it. Uh-oh. Okay, this is a problem. A problem that I don't know that I have a solution to. But maybe... Nope. 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 That's a big nope. We're just gonna fall. We're just gonna fall. That's what's gonna happen. We're just gonna fall. Would have been nice if I didn't fall the second time I tried fighting that Metroid, because we would have been able to stick around and get the energy recharge. Now we're in a sticky situation. Because the energy charge that we want is up there. Is there another place I can get one? I don't think so. There is an E-tank if I go all the way up to the top of this section. And it looks like there are no Metroids between us and that, so I guess that's our best bet if I can get up there without dying. Which would be a lot easier if I had somewhere to rest after these space jumps. Any platform whatsoever would help. There we go. And there's a missile recharge for us. Those are always welcome. Okay, we're falling a bit. That's fine. I just can't take 2 more hits. I do not like hearing this sound constantly. Uh-oh. Okay, we're just going. Oh. How much progress did we lose? How many Metroids? Please tell me it's not many. Oh! Ah! We just lost 11 Metroids worth of progress, and I don't know where I am. We didn't lose the plasma beam. Okay, now I know where I am. That's real unfortunate. Real unfortunate. That's real unfortunate. And also, I only just kind of know where I am. Okay. I think I have got my bearings. Yes, I have got my bearings. I know where I am now. I wish I had saved the last time I encountered that pedestal, but I kind of went past it. I also wish there was another pedestal that we had even seen since then. Like, dang, that's a long time to go without any saves. Okay, I had thought I knew where I was, but I in fact did not. Now I do. For sure know where I am. So we go this way again, then we fall all the way down again. And then if we go down a little more, we find a Metroid. There's an energy recharge down here, which we always take. And actually, hang on a moment. Let's go take a look at something over here. These things, they look like cells. They've got a nucleus and they're generally see-through. Are these supposed to be X-parasites? I don't think so. Like, X-parasites behave completely differently, etc., etc. Plus, we can touch them without dying. But maybe the reason we can touch them without dying is because we keep on going and fighting Metroids and getting hit by those. Maybe they're getting rid of the X for us. It's possible. It's not likely. I don't think those are supposed to be X-parasites. Especially because X-parasites didn't... They weren't even a glimmer in the developer's eyes when they made this, but... Still. So we haven't had an earthquake yet, which means there's still something that I have not yet done, but I am supposed to. But we've already got space jump, which means I've been up in that direction. Just trying to figure out where I haven't gone. And I think the answer is to the left here. That is indeed the answer. So that should trigger an earthquake. Yep, there it is. And I'm once again very low on missiles, but that's okay, because we are actually, I think, doing better than we were the last time. So, hey, got that going for us. And we'll be able to get back to where we were real fast from here. Back through Octopus Land. Don't know why they have so many octopi that so frequently drop large health when we're only going for one Gamma Metroid. Maybe they didn't expect us to find the health recharge. Maybe they think we're going through on no energy tanks. I mean, I guess they have to assume that that's possible. Wow, that one was really just tossing us all over. Oh, we got it. Hello again, Seth. You missed me dying and needing to repeat stuff, which I am still in the middle of doing. Because, whoops, I lost 11 Metroids worth of progress, and I am currently 4 away from where I had been. Ooh, new Monster Hunter amiibos. Do want. Alright, we need more missiles, so we go for this Metroid first. Ignoring the disappearing platforms. And blessed missile recharge. And let's recharge those missiles one more time. No reason not to. Yet again, ignoring the disappearing platforms. And then we go over here for this Metroid. Get an energy recharge. Fight the Metroid. Just a little alpha. We lost no health and wasted no missiles against that alpha. I'm now 2 Metroids away from where I had been. Am I even going the right way? Well, I am saving. But I think I might have gone too far up. Wait, no, I didn't go too far up. Well, actually, yes, I did go too far up. But that save is still good. If I had done that last time, it would have saved me a lot of backtracking. So I needed to go left here. And then we get to, once again, say goodbye to this this section of SR388 and its quote music, end quote. Past the low-res missile blocks. Okay, we are one Metroid away from where we were. Now let me find my bearings again. Okay, I'm now aware of where we are. And apparently, if I had gone this way first, before going up, and then gone up through here, then I would have found this. Saved myself a lot of time. Unfortunately, the map didn't have that marked out as a save. The map I'm looking at only has those marked out as little 2-tile tall pillars. Alright, so I could go in and fight the Zeta Metroid right now. But I don't want to because that runs the risk of ending up exactly like the last time. Me losing lots and lots of health and having nowhere to replenish it safely. So what I'm instead going to do is try and fight this Gamma Metroid first, so that I'll have free access to its energy recharge. Because as long as I can get rid of this thing without dying and without falling, then we will be one energy recharge station richer. There we go. And now we bonk our head on everything on the way to the Zeta Metroid, which we will then fight. Just giving ourselves an arena to fight the thing. Because Zeta Metroids are tough enough when you have space to fight them in. Got it. And lost a lot less health than the first time, too. Still gonna go for that recharge, though. Get that energy tank back. Thank goodness they let you jump again after taking a hit. Alright, so from here, all the paths we can take involve lots and lots of space jumping. Should I save? I guess so. I'm already falling down there with no recourse. Excuse me, game? Why did I not latch onto the wall? There we go. Also, I guess the path doesn't necessarily involve lots and lots of space jumping when I can spider ball up. Let's go down and fight another Zeta Metroid. What happened to the spikes that were over here? Did I just encounter a wrapping bug or something? Alright, another Zeta Metroid down. Right, gotta go through here before we reach the shaft. Ideally not by hitting every spike along the way, but what can you do? And we are on our way to another Metroid. which is through here. Thankfully, this one's not Zeta. It's just Gamma. Gammas are easy. Also, wow, we're running low on missiles. Okay. So now we can get ourselves to the basically the beam selection station. But I've got no reason to swap off plasma right now. We're not going to find any larval Metroids for a bit. So we're just going to go up and up and up. Just going to hold up for a while. Because we got to get all the way to the top of this shaft, and apparently if I just hold up, nothing will touch me. They'll come damn close, but they will not touch me. And once we are officially on the ceiling, then we can reach something nice. We're getting closer. Okay. Missile expansion, always nice. Energy tank, nicer still. And we have got no more energy tanks to find. And we go right for another Gamma Metroid. It was nice bouncing him around on my missiles there. Okay, we need a missile refill before we fight our next Zeta Metroid. Thankfully, there's one not too far away. We just need to fall down here. There we go. And then I actually need to spider ball my way up there. Gonna be careful because I don't know whether or not just hold up is an effective strategy for this set, but now that we're in here, we should be on our way to our next Zeta. Yep, there it is. This is a not fantastic place to fight a Zeta. It's so tall, it's difficult to actually get up to its level without taking damage. Be nicer if it was actually standing on those legs instead of just flying. It'd also be nice if we could actually hit it with missiles while aiming up, but alas, its legs block them. Six Metroids remain. And there's our earthquake. And we're also about to get something very nice. Once I can actually get up in there. I should probably just spider ball up, huh? That'd be easier. Oh, the path over is from the other side. Screw attack. Metroid games always become far more playable once you have screw attack. And actually, there are additional energy tanks for me to find. There's just not as much value to them, because they will no longer add to my total. This game actually has more missile tanks and more energy tanks than you can hold. And it looks like just hold up does in fact work here, which is good. Hey look, an energy tank. How do I gotta come from below or the side or? Oh, there's another pit over to the left. And then we come up from below. It's dark. Is it supposed to be dark? I guess it's supposed to be dark. Oh, no, let me up, let me up, let me up. So yeah, 6th energy tank we found, but it's only good for a refill. Apparently if we go all the way left, then we can drop down and then head to the right. Oh, we went back up. Man, I wish I had any visual feedback whatsoever. Hey! We've escaped the darkness. Now we gotta fall all the way down. And now we go all the way down again. And then we go more down. Except this time, we can actually go down here. Probably should have stopped by the save, shouldn't I? Oh, I might actually want to go back up for Ice Beam. Hang on. Is there another Ice Beam? Yes, there is another Ice Beam. Okay. So, I don't have to go back up for any reason. It may have been a good idea to get the Ice Beam earlier, but we can still get it later and be just fine. We're actually soon going to be seeing our very first Omega Metroid. I think. Dang it. Oh, look, an alpha. But what's this? There's a second Metroid shell. So, if we come on back down... then we discover that the acid has risen to a place where it previously was not. Which is a problem. maybe something to do with that extra Metroid shell we saw. This is the first case we've ever seen of the acid rising. But rise it did. And there he is, an Omega Metroid. Get behind an Omega Metroid and you have a much easier time. Because they flinch if you can shoot them in the back with a missile. And there we have it, the final boss of Metroid Fusion, everyone. Just imagine if the Omega Metroid and Metroid Fusion was able to die to just missiles and space jump. Certainly a much cooler boss in Fusion, that much is undeniable. And we would not have been able to come down here before defeating the Alpha and Omega there. I'd love a save sometime soon, game. Oh, we're actually getting a save sometime soon. Once we're done climbing the next shaft we come to. There's another shaft right here, and then we get our save. So the music has changed. Also, while that last shaft had enemies pretty much all over it, this one has none. There are no enemies here. We're too deep into Metroid territory. The Metroids have consumed everything. We are alone with our thoughts and the knowledge that there are 4 Metroids remaining. Well, I guess there are some enemies still around. And we can come up here for a save, but that's all that's up here. Would have been nice if there was a recharge or something. Because we are fighting Omega Metroids for a while. So all the enemies that we're seeing now have some sort of shell protecting them. We're not seeing anything unshelled. I find it interesting that the larger size of Omega Metroids makes them, at least in terms of getting your hits in, much easier to deal with than Zetas. That said, in terms of damage output, they are far and away higher than Zetas. Also, they take more missiles. And unfortunately, there's not really anywhere for us to recover our energy other than maybe farming that guy. Because the next thing we're going to fight is another Omega. Ow, ow. Ow, ow. Okay, I've lost far more than I've gained from this guy. I guess I'll just have to be careful. What I wouldn't give for an energy recharge, though. Missiles, too. Yeah. All right, we killed the Metroid, but we are going to die the instant we take any more damage. Which is very easy in here, considering if I fall between these things, that's damage. Also, we only have one more missile. Wow. I need recharges of both flavors, or I am boned. Deliberately not space jumping because I can rely on regular jumping. I won't fail a regular jump. Okay, that was actually really risky. Health, please. I would like health. Oh, thank you. I would like still more health. I'm just gonna consult the map and see if there's a recharge station anywhere. I'm not seeing one. Ooh, I don't like that one. Don't like that guy. Okay, we took the hit, but we got back almost everything we lost. So, I don't know how much health they're going to start us back with if we reload. But at least this way we won't lose the fact that we killed those 2 Omegas. That said, I need both health and ammo recharges before I can fight anything else. And I don't think those are available anywhere. You know what? Let's find out what happens if I do die and reload. Let's find out how many missiles and health we restart with. The exact same amount that we had. Okay. Feels like there should be something up here. Now, hang on a moment. I need to figure something out. 'Cause, as far as I can tell, the last health and recharge stations were where we found the first Zeta Metroid, which is a ways back. There's gotta be something else. Otherwise, this is some real terrible forced backtracking. I mean, I guess it's not forced. We could have done better fighting the things, but... Let's see if maybe there's something that this map missed. Yep, unfortunately, there are no other recharge stations around until after I beat the next Omega Metroid, which I don't believe I'm going to manage with 25 health and 1 missile. Backtracking time. So going up there would actually take me to the next Omega. Cool, I gotta avoid these things on my way down so that I don't get murdered on my way to finding more health. This is very dangerous. Can't wait until I have enough health to not hear this beeping always and forever. Oh no. Please, game, be nice to me. Be kind. Maybe drop me a bunch of health. That'd be cool. I'd like to have more than 5, if you'd be so kind. There's spikes above me. But up is where I need to go. That's missiles. I mean, sure, missiles are okay, but health is the real imperative right now, game. Okay, so we gotta go up here to the left. Okay, we're on the right track. Why does the sound get louder when we pick up health? It also gets louder when we take damage. I guess it just gets louder whenever our total changes. I've gone the wrong way. Yep, I went up too early. I needed to go right earlier. Be nice if there was a health or missile recharge station here, though. So back down a little ways. Then to the right some. I don't like this. Now up. Then to the right across this room. Then up and to the left. It would be embarrassing if I died to jumping into spikes above me. Okay. Ah. Why do you have to hover around head height instead of beam height? Okay. We're almost there. All right. There it is. We have health, and we have quiet. Now, where can I find a missile refill? All right, just on the other side of this. There it is. We have health. We have missiles. We have a fighting chance. Also, did I ever go down here? I did not. And onward. Time to backtrack the backtracking. We've got a ways to go, but now that we actually get music instead of just near-death noises, it's going to be a much more pleasant journey. It's actually kind of interesting how much this area resembles Norfair. And I will take that save. And now we go up and to the left for an Omega Metroid. Which, if I'm not mistaken, will be the final Omega Metroid in the game. I mean, look at the counter. There's only 2 Metroids left, and we know one is the Queen. Apparently you can actually kill an Omega with only 15 missiles if you only hit it in the back. All right. One Metroid remains. And time for the map to basically instantly wrap around itself. We went right one screen, and now we've gone up higher than we went down. So, in Samus Returns, this segment was crawling with enemies. Various robot enemies in some sort of facility. In this game, this area is empty. There are no Metroids here. There are no enemies here. There's nothing. Because Metroids are an existential threat. And they have to really push that to justify the fact that this game is literally a genocide. Like, we're meant to see that relative to the surface where enemies are abundant, down here, they just aren't. Also, if we stop and pay attention, you can hear a heartbeat. A Game Boy heartbeat, sure, but it's supposed to be a heartbeat nonetheless. Yeah, just absolutely nothing. And hey, look, this liquid actually does affect us, so maybe we're not in the gravity suit after all. And apparently, we can't spider ball up there. That's a problem. How do I solve this problem? Is it a solvable problem? It should be. Wow, I cannot use spider ball to gain any altitude in here. Okay, what do then? Maybe I am supposed to space jump out and it's just supposed to be tricky. Yep, there it is. Okay. Just needed to try space jumping one more time. And actually, I need to spider ball right now. Because if we go up high enough, then we will find ourselves the last energy and health, or energy and missile recharge stations in the game. Here they are. Oops. Thank you for existing, little guy. There we go. The next opening we go through is going to take us to the last ice beam in the game, which we absolutely need. Game literally unbeatable without getting ice beam. You need to have ice beam past here. This Chozo statue's been destroyed. The Chozo statue that holds the last ice beam in the game. This was done with intent. Oops. Once again, I should have... Okay, I guess it's fine. We still have a chance to spider ball. Spooky music. So, I'm absolutely going to be finishing this game today. We're so close to the end. In fact, that's the end right there. That Metroid egg. Uh-oh. 8 new Metroids just hatched. Well, now there's only 7. Honestly, these things are at their most dangerous in their larval state. Because if you don't have something concussive to get them off you, ice to freeze them, and missiles to blow them up, you're toast. Dang it. Accidentally pressed the button to get missiles out. Get off me! Get off of me! Please get off of me? Okay, stay off of me? I'm losing way too much health. And there are no other energy recharges. I'm gonna need to go back down to recharge my energy. Oh, there's actually a little shortcut back. Okay, well, let's kill the whoops. Let's kill the last few of these guys, go back for a recharge, and then fight our queen. Dang it. It wouldn't be so bad if they didn't just come right back. Also, if they would actually get off every time you hit them with bombs. Okay, so there's 2 more. Hopefully we can kill them before they kill us. And then we can go back, get our health recharge. Okay. No more larval Metroids. There's only a queen. And I absolutely need more health to fight her. But in here... somewhere in here, there should be a connecting path. Either that or I am being lied to by this map. I'd rather not be lied to by this map. Oh well, you know what? It would just be a shortcut, and it's not really that long to get back to where the recharges are anyway. All right. Time to go get ourselves a queen. I was not paying attention. Was just holding right. There we go. Sure is nice that we don't have new larval Metroids to fight every time we come in here. Thankfully, the queen isn't quite that fecund. The heartbeat's getting faster. You can hear her voicing her displeasure. And here we are, the final boss. Get yourself swallowed, use some bombs, do lots of damage. You can only do that if you've got enough health, but if you do have the health for it, it's very worth it. We win. And we get our health back for some reason. And now we get a truly delightful piece of music, honestly. I love it. It's fantastic. And we get a moment of introspection as we have the last Metroid. You know, the one that is in captivity, putting the galaxy at peace. This is the only Metroid left in existence. We killed all the rest. And it's just here, helping us out. In fact, if it weren't for this baby Metroid, it would be impossible for us to actually get back to our ship. Because some acid would have risen, preventing any backtracking. There's no enemies left here. I mean, there's definitely still some on the planet. We know that for a fact, but no enemies left? No Ridley fight? We just have a baby Metroid following us back to our ship. And that's it. The game is done. So, not a terribly long game. If we discount the backtracking that I had to do due to deaths, I probably beat it in right around 3 hours. I did have a map, but hey, I still wasn't being super efficient. You can definitely go faster than this. Yeah, it's a nice little game with some environmental storytelling. They gave some thought, or at least they try and make you give some thought as to what it means to destroy all of the Metroids. Like, they don't have a whole lot of heroic music once you get past the upper levels of SR388. It starts getting quieter, moodier, more foreboding. But it also just, until you defeat the Queen Metroid, you don't get any real release in the soundtrack. Because you're not doing a strictly good thing. Like, yes, the Metroids are a big threat. They clean their environment of all other creatures, really. Like, at the end, there were only those little platform things, because we were in Metroid territory. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's good to commit genocide. They give you those moments of introspection. They want you to think about these things. They don't want you to think, oh, I'm just doing a good thing this whole time. Wow, 3 hours even. Unfortunately, too slow to see Samus get out of her suit. Oh well. But yeah, all of that introspection is basically thrown out in favor of more combat in Samus Returns. Also, this is one of those games where it literally just sticks on the end screen, and the only way to get the end screen off is to close or to turn off the system. Or in this case, to hit the home menu or whatever. But yeah, we're just stuck looking at this. No music, no nothing. But the game is done. And I hope that everyone who watched enjoyed seeing it. I'm going to need to work up an overlay so that I can actually present Samus Returns without having just some weird top screen, bottom screen thing with only black borders. Like, I know here we've got black borders, but this is a Game Boy game. There's no bottom screen or anything to deal with. So yeah, I need to figure out something that's aesthetically pleasing and get that all ready before I can go on to Samus Returns. But once that is ready, we will. That might be tomorrow, that might be the next day. I'm not sure. But we will find out. And I will see you then, friends.